Hey. 8-bar corner pocket, calling all the shots, boy. Raw denim, 5 pockets, feeling like a hot boy. Y'all tripping, I was in the crib watching Top Boy. Chopping up this green, guess I got a thing for Bok Choy. Ain't worried about your playlist, bruh. I need an alias, I need a foreign passport, and a change of radius. I don't pay them, but I don't save them, I ain't the glaciers. Need 2 chains like Def Jam to change the glaciers. Titanic crash against Floss, you know my wave crazy. Put over with no ID, look like cocaine 80. Same kid with stripes like a ref.
Hi guys, welcome to Pit Stop. So I am with the all new WRV from Honda. So this is the compact SUV from Honda, and this has got a mild facelift now with the BS6 diesel and petrol engines. So we will be doing a very short and quick review of this compact SUV from Honda family, and so stay tuned for the video. So before that guys, please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications, and also follow us on Instagram for all the news from the automotive world. So to talk about the WRV, actually this segment is filled and with very good SUVs, I would say. We have the Maruti Suzuki Vitara Brezza, which is the best selling model. We have the Hyundai Venue, which is actually quite compact. We also have the powerful Mahindra XUV 300, and of course one of the very good car, the Tata Nexon. So in this segment, actually, you know, WRV is the least noticed, but to be very frank, this is a very good car, I would say. So if you take a look at the design aspect, actually this looks very premium. The WRV looks very premium, and you know, because of this chunky chrome finish in the front with the big Honda logo over here, it looks very premium. Actually, the WRV is one of the narrowest car, because when you consider width wise, it's actually lesser than that of the Hyundai Venue. Hyundai Venue itself is a very compact car, but from the front face, actually it looks bigger than the Venue, I would say. So that is because of the design language of the WRV. So we have this chrome finish over here, and this all over the front face is looking very bulky, and that is the reason why it looks bigger than the Venue. So when you come to the sides, you have the beautiful 16-inch alloy wheels, and also we have LED headlamps, LED projector lamps and all that. And when you come to the sides, we have the beautiful alloy wheels, and you know, a very okayish ground clearance, I would say. Actually the ground clearance is 188 mm, which is also the least in the segment, and of course we are not going to use it rough, and we will be using it in a mild way. But of course, when you compare it with the rivals, for example the Tata Nexon is having 210 millimeters of ground clearance, which is the best in class, but comparing to the WRV, this is more like a soft roader. So you know, we have chrome door handles, we have nice side mirrors, and of course we are getting roof rails and sunroofs as well. So coming to the rear end of the Honda WRV, actually this looks quite good. We have, you know, especially at night, these brake lights, which is completely LED, and it's split into 2 parts. So this looks pretty you know, attractive at night, I would say. And you know, we have skid plates, the bumpers and all looking a bit macho, and it's looking very nice actually. So overall the design of the WRV is pretty interesting, I would say. You know, it's typical Honda-ish design, but still, you know, it looks attractive and all. So overall the design language is quite good for the WRV. So I will show you more about the interiors of the car.
Damn, my senses is dialed up, my sentences chime in, they eyebrows rise up. I feel like a titan writing the scripture, my might is touching the mixture, designing the holy picture, reminisce on tradition.
So we are inside the WRV's interiors, and in one look, like in the first impression, I feel that the interiors are spacious actually, because I was driving the Venue, and when you compare it with the Venue, for that matter, actually the width of the car is lesser than Venue's width, but still, you know, the cabin layout, because of the cabin layout, the interiors feels much more spacious is what I feel. And we have a very much driver centric cabin layout design, I would say, because you know, the dashboard comes up till here, and the touchscreen and all the controls, you know, facing a bit towards the driver, and the steering is very nice to hold, I would say. The steering controls are pretty premium, and you know, the controls are better than the Civic's steering mounted controls, which I feel, because I just drove the Civic as well. And we have a nice looking dial setup over here. On the center we have the speedometer, on the left we have the RPM meter, and a very small blue color display which shows all the basic information and stuff. So overall, you know, feature wise, it gets all the features as similar to the competition. We get cruise control option, we get steering mounted controls, we get Bluetooth option, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. The touchscreen is very good to use, very easy to use, and the map is something which I like the most because the map is very easy to use and the map is very much responsive as well. Only thing is that right next to the touchscreen we have a couple of switches which looks very basic. So if they have changed these switches to something a better premium model, it would have looked even more better. And one noticeable feature is that all the AC controls comes in the form of a touch option. So there are no switches, only touching option. So you have to control the AC, all the AC controls through the touch of all these, because this is a complete small screen, and that is one noticeable feature. And another thing is that the gear lever feels very small to hold. When you compare the gear lever with the size of the car, it feels very small to hold, especially when your one hand is on the steering wheel and you change the gears, you feel the gear lever is very small. And another thing is that, you know, the handrest feels, you know, a little bit lower. It should have been a little more taller so that, you know, your hands feel better comfort. And inside the handrest there is a utility space which is very usable, and also we have a power outlet inside the handrest. So these are the you know, impressions about the front cabin of the WRV. So one thing to notice is that, you know, when you put the reverse gear, actually there are different views for the reverse camera, which is a very good thing. We have 3 views, and but the only thing is that when sunlight comes in, the brightness of the screen is pretty much affected, and you know, you are you know, the view is pretty much disrupted when you look at the screen. So that is one thing which I would like to mention here. Alright guys, so before driving the car, let me quickly tell you about the back row of the WRV. So actually I told you, as the front row, this back cabin also feels pretty spacious, I would say. And of course the headroom is a bit limited for taller people, but still, you know, we have an enormous amount of leg room. You know, the cabin, the seats and everything feels very nice, and you know, maybe the spaciousness is because the length of the car is the best in class. Maybe because of that, the spaciousness I am feeling. And let me tell you about the missing features. Missing features is that it doesn't get AC vents at the rear, and we also don't get rear charging port, and also handrest is also missing. So these are the 3 things which are missing in the WRV. But other than that, the cabin feels very spacious and airy, and I believe 3 average people can comfortably travel sitting on the back seat of the WRV. Alright guys, so we are driving the WRV diesel. Alright, so the RPM red line is 4000 RPM, and it comes with a 1.5 liter diesel engine which has got 100 bhp of power and 200 Newton meters of torque. If you ask me, I feel that it feels like, you know, while driving the WRV, it feels like it has got more power. Maybe it is because of the body weight, because of the light body structure. I feel that the WRV has got more power when we are driving the car. It comes with a 6-speed gearbox, so manual gearbox, and only thing which I feel about while driving is that whenever we are changing the gears, the gear lever feels very small compared to the size of the car. So other than that, the steering feedback is pretty awesome, I would say, and you know, it's fun to drive. The best thing about the WRV diesel is that, you know, I'm feeling pretty confident while driving the car. Even at higher speeds, you know, I'm able to change the lanes, and pretty confident about driving the WRV, especially on the highways. I'm seriously in love with the car. I'm doing 120 speed now. Okay, it feels very much planted to the road. That is one thing which I really like about the WRV. So I hope with this update, this BS6 update, I believe that we can find more WRVs on the road, because it has got you know, decent cabin, and the drivability is pretty fun to drive. So I believe there will be a lot of WRVs on the road in the BS6 avatar, because Honda is going to push the sales of the WRV, because this compact SUV segment is pretty much crowded, and you know, everybody is opting for compact SUVs nowadays. And you know, I was driving the Venue earlier, but still, you know, this cabin feels much more spacious than the Venue. That is a very, very good thing, I would say. Steering feedback is very nice. As I told, steering controls also looking very premium. So you know, one thing is that the seating position is a bit low, so that you feel like you're driving a small car, but still it's very, very fun to drive. I'm really liking the way the WRV behaves on the road. The engine is, you know, very punchy, I would say. However, it's not about 100 km/h. It's about the mid-range punch, which I am in love with. You know, driving the WRV. Because of the small size, it feels very much confident, and I'm really liking the way it drives. You know, it's in the league of Maruti Vitara Brezza and Tata Nexon in terms of the fun to drive factor.
I'm fighting the heart with the knockout. Genesis definition of light when God told me pop out. With a smile on my face upon my arrival. It's a difference when racing for your survival. Think I'm poised to win it. Checker flags, waving Nipsey honor, drinking shark.
Prices. Okay guys, so our quick drive with the WRV is done, and this is the diesel variant, and I'm pretty much in love with the way it drives. Actually, it feels you know, peppy to drive, I would say. So WRV in the diesel avatar, we have got the petrol variant as well, we have got the diesel variant as well. This is the 6-speed manual transmission, gearbox available, and it's, you know, it has got all the premium features and it's fun to drive. So that is very, very important, I would say. And even though the dimensions are pretty small, the interior feels pretty spacious. That is one highlight of the WRV, I would say. So if you are in love with the brand Honda, and if you are in love with the premiumness of the brand, and if you want a peppy driving car, then WRV is the compact SUV for you. So guys, please go test drive the car and you know, get yourself a feedback of the WRV. So today's video is done, guys. So we will be bringing more. Please subscribe to our channel and also hit the bell icon so that you will get all the notifications. Please follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Thank you so much. Bye bye.